Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Chargers Bulletin News. I'm Mitsuki Garvey-Sanchez.
And I'm Nicole Rivera. Here are the week's top stories. On September 27th, the groundbreaking ceremony for the new Burgami Center for Science, Technology, and Innovation took place on campus. Charger Bulletin News reporter Everett Bishop has more.
As the university prepares to celebrate its centennial, members of the community gather for the groundbreaking of our new Innovation Center. Those in attendance included the Burgami and Dodds families, the university's Board of Governors, and various faculty, staff, and students. President Kaplan spoke on the importance of the construction project.
Signature facility that will transform the educational experience of our students for generations to come.
Sam Burgami, chief benefactor, hopes the project will help students achieve the success necessary to make a lasting impact.
It is my hope that this signature facility will enable our students to collaborate, do research, and perhaps someday one of them will make a significant impact, positive impact on the world.
Jillian Jakes, a senior computer science major, expressed optimism for the Innovation Center.
I hope that everybody's really excited about it. I hope that people understand that we need to invest in the future of the university and not just what's happening right now. And so that's what we're doing. We have to move everybody behind us forward with us.
The ceremony concluded with benefactors of the project taking up helmets and shovels, symbolically breaking ground for the Innovation Center. For Charger Bulletin News, I'm Everett Bishop.
For more information regarding the construction of the new Innovation Center, visit mycharger.newhaven.edu and click on the Facilities tab. Homecoming was Saturday and the weekend kicked off with a concert. At 8 p.m., the Beckerman Recreation Center opened its doors to students and handed out free t-shirts. Local band Crystal Clear opened for headliner 303 at the event.
The concert wasn't the only highlight of the weekend as the Chargers came out victorious after Saturday's game. Ethan Cardona has more in the game and our week in sport. How did the Chargers do, Ethan?
It was another eventful week for the Chargers. Homecoming weekend lived up to the hype, and one team had a win that we won't soon forget. Football made it 4 in a row Saturday as the team defeated Bentley 31-27 to maintain their spot with Assumption and LIU Post atop the NE10. The run game came up huge for the Chargers, who earned 277 yards on the ground, including 100-yard games from senior Chris Liggio and junior Ryan McCarthy, who scored 109 and 105 yards respectively. McCarthy and senior quarterback Ajay Patterson each ran for 2 touchdowns, while kicker Michael Stellani once again came up for the Chargers and drilled a 36-yard field goal, his longest of the season. The team will get a well-deserved rest during the bye week this week, before a meeting with American International on the road October 13th. Kickoff is set for 12 p.m. It was a historic victory for the women's field hockey team as the team earned its first win in the program's history, defeating Mercy College 3-2. It was freshman Taylor Gigalone who scored the winning goal with less than 5 minutes remaining in the second half to cap off the long-awaited first win for the young field hockey program. The Chargers will return to the field Friday and look to make it 2 in a row when they travel up to New Hampshire for a meeting with Franklin Pierce at 6 p.m. Charger volleyball made it 9 in a row Tuesday with a 5-set thriller over LIU Post at Charger Gymnasium. Junior Mallory Nowicki tied her career high with 18 kills, while freshman Ruby Farah and sophomore Callie Greathead added to the kill total with 11 and 10 kills respectively. Senior setter Christine Rios finished with a whopping 41 assists, her season high, while senior Brianna Mirmina came up big once again for the Chargers on defense, finishing with 19 digs. The Chargers will try for a double-digit win streak when they take on Franklin Pierce at Charger Gym Saturday at 1 p.m. Unfortunately, the winning stopped there as women's soccer fell to Stonehill 3-2. Sophomore Megan Georges and freshman Alyssa McMahon each had goals for the Chargers, while senior Kyra Wolin-Savich made her first start of the season between the pipes and finished with a career-high 13 saves on the night. The Chargers will take to the pitch on Saturday, October 6th, when they travel to Assumption for a 6 p.m. battle with the Greyhounds. Men's soccer was also on the losing end Wednesday, falling to Merrimack 3-1. Junior Pablo Perez Gomez scored the lone goal for the Chargers against a tough Warriors squad. The Chargers will return to Kathy Zolad Stadium on Saturday when they take on St. Anselm at 4 p.m. That's all for this week. Best of luck to all of our Chargers. Back to you.
In other Chargers sports news, we learned on Monday that new volleyball head coach Ana Pego has returned to her home in Brazil. This is due to an immigration problem that, according to Vice President of Marketing and Communications Lynn Chamberlain, the university had no control over. Former head coach and current Deputy Director of Athletics, Robin Salters, is taking over in her absence.
On September 27th, the All-Greek Council tabled in Bartels for National Hazing Prevention Week. Hazing has long-term impacts including emotional and physical strain or even death. The event featured games to test students' knowledge of hazing and educate them on its dangers and prevention. Anyone that engages in hazing activities face expulsion and the potential for the organization to lose recognition permanently.
This past Sunday, the town of New Haven held their annual Walk to End Alzheimer's event. The walk took place in Lighthouse Point Park and attracted hundreds of people. Charger Bulletin's very own managing editor, Kiana Quinones, has more.
The local community came out on this beautiful Sunday, not for the beach, but to support the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Participants engaged in raffles, received flowers from a promise garden, and listened to the Yale Gospel Choir, all before taking the walk. The promise garden is how participants show their reason for walking. There are 4 different colors: orange to show support for the walk, yellow to show you care for someone with the disease, purple to show you lost someone to it, and blue to signify you have it. For some, participating isn't always personal, but about making change.
I want to be a part of something bigger than myself, and I want to be a part of the community and a part of ending Alzheimer's.
Gil Simmons from WTNH's Channel 8 hosted the event and introduced various participants and why they walk. Each person had their own flower, and the crowd raised theirs to show unity when they came to the stage. New Haven hosts the state's largest walk. The nearly year-long planning phase includes fundraising, and Sunday's walk raised 92% of their $305,000 goal before opening ceremonies began. The walk not only shows participants where their hard work goes, but helps bring new ones on board too.
This is one of our largest recruitment events for advocates. So people sign up today to talk to their members of Congress to let them know more research funding is needed, and there's a lot of effort that goes in.
The event hosted over 1,000 people and 239 teams. By the end of the day, they increased their fundraising earnings to 94%.
I'm Kiana Quinones for the Charger Bulletin News.
For more information regarding the Walk to End Alzheimer's or how to register for an event, visit www.alz.org. That's all we have for this week of the Charger Bulletin News. Be sure to tune in next week for more.
Stay up to date with the latest campus news on chargerbulletin.com and follow our social media for live updates and more information on what we do.
And be on the lookout for a new edition of the Charge Up for a more in-depth coverage on all things New Haven athletics. I'm Ethan Cardona.
I'm Mitsuki Garvey Sanchez.
And I'm Nicole Rivera. See you next week.